Yeah! That should be the whole review. Done. So Godzilla Minus One is the newest Godzilla film from Japan's Toho Studios. Their gift to the world, and we thank them sincerely for this film. It takes place earlier than other Godzilla films you might be used to. This takes place right after World War II. The citizens of Japan are trying to piece their lives back together again. Follows this young kamikaze pilot who kind of, best I can phrase it, stumbles into a family dynamic. Then Godzilla shows up, starts causing problems. Okay, you can tell from the intro. I really dug this movie. I dug it because I'm not nostalgically attached to Godzilla. A lot of stories of people when they were kids watched a lot of Godzilla. That train missed my childhood entirely. I've seen Godzilla stuff here and there, who hasn't? But the consistent Godzilla entertainment in my life in the past decade or so has been the Hollywood Godzilla movies done by Legendary Pictures. And the first Gareth Edwards one aside, which I did enjoy, I came to realize I guess Godzilla's just not my thing. Godzilla Minus One shows me that I was wrong to think that. What I don't like are boring Godzilla monster movies with boring human characters. It concentrates on those boring human characters, thus you have a boring film. Case in point, Godzilla Minus One concentrates on the human characters, and what you have is a film that concentrates on a very human story, based around love and the human spirit. Then when Godzilla shows up and threatens that, you have this protective nature of, no, that needs to be dealt with. For the love of the family dynamic we've now gotten to know, for the love of the friend circle, for the love of the country itself that is just starting to piece itself back together after being ravaged by World War II. It's all a glorious dance of the celebration of the human spirit, which is, it's so brilliant to place Godzilla in this particular time in Japan's history. How is Godzilla in this movie? Because Godzilla's been the monster, he's been the anti-hero taking on another monster. This is Godzilla is the problem, he's the monster, he's the thing that needs to be dealt with. He's an asshole. Which puts our love and protagonist squarely on the human characters, which, again, this movie does an amazing job at getting you attached to. There was always a sense of danger, too. You know, when Godzilla showed up, I wasn't rooting for the monster. I was actually like, I want all my friends that I've made on this adventure of watching this movie. I want them to live. Godzilla truly did feel like a danger, a threat. I was enjoying the time I was spending with the characters. I didn't want to see their lives possibly be shattered by the appearance of Godzilla. Which is the point, it's how it's supposed to be. So often in a monster movie, I'm always like, but they can die. Not here, never felt that, not once. The effects in this movie, I thought the effects looked great. Again, it doesn't lose that celebration of old school Godzilla, but it is brought to the modern age. There are a couple scenes you can argue look a little rough around the edges, but there are also scenes in recent Hollywood superhero movies that have 10 to 20 times the budget of Godzilla Minus One that look worse. Quite frankly, I was shocked it only cost $15 million. I never once had that thought of, where'd the money go? We've run into that a lot lately. You hear the budgets of some of these Hollywood movies, you're like, what? Who bought how many yachts for everybody? Where'd that money go? As live action movies go, this was $15 million well spent. A cherry on top, his atomic breath has never been more epic in any movie ever featuring Godzilla. Kind of reminded me of the Death Star laser in Rogue One. Fast, concentrated beam with a nuclear output. All hammered home with the sound mixing and sound design, which, yes, again, is epic. Godzilla sounds terrifying, his destruction is epic, and the sound just puts you in the middle of it. I'm just saying, this is the kind of explosion that would make Christopher Nolan be like, okay, you win the great cinematic atomic explosion war of 2023. Look, in the end, Godzilla Minus One is a celebration of Godzilla's legacy and shows audiences why this monster has endured for 70 years. But it doesn't do what we see a lot of movies do, which is just stop there at the nostalgia bait. Like I said, not nostalgically attached to Godzilla, but Godzilla Minus One blew me the fuck away. And in the end, it all comes together in a way that I felt was very fulfilling. One of my favorites of the year? Yes. That is to say, Godzilla Minus One is awesome-tacular. Yeah, this is the kind of Godzilla movie that makes me go, okay, so let's watch more Godzilla movies. You gotta admit, that trailer for Godzilla 2000, I worked at the theater when we got that trailer. Man, Godzilla wrecking shit to Rob Zombie's Super Beast playing in the trailer. That's gotta be peak Godzilla trailer right there. All right, Godzilla Minus One. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what are some of the best Godzilla movies out there? Top 3? Top 5? That sounds pretty good. Top 5, yeah. Top 5 Godzilla movies, whatever they are, whatever you think. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.